All right, we're back with Would You Rather, guys, and we were talking about this before the break. I mentioned to you Bryce Harper, and is he reckless? You guys said yes. Now, I mentioned Pete Rose, and you guys said he was reckless. You guys said more uncaring or a guy who played very hard. Now, you had Pete Rose, who can be, at times, a little reckless when he played, telling Bryce Harper, you know what, kid, you need to calm it down. And the reason why he's saying that is because before he was a catcher, it was a little different of a mode. He's an outfielder in the pros. This is no longer the minors. So he doesn't know the caroms off the walls. He's running into walls, doesn't know if there's any padding or whatnot. It's like Chicago with the ivy. Every ballpark is so different. And he's saying that Bryce Harper, at his young age, as much as he is competitive and as you love that for a kid, he is playing recklessly. If you were the Nationals or Bryce Harper, would you listen to Pete Rose? Would you rather listen to him or just ignore him?
Well, it's a classic do as I say, not as I did
Yeah.
kind of scenario. There's probably wisdom interlaced into that statement from Pete Rose.
Here's a Hall of Famer, sorry. but
Just standing outside the door of the Hall of Fame. Hall
standing
of Famer.
outside the Hall of Fame, signing autographs. You know what? You have to take his advice. Pete's one of the greatest players of all time, and should be in the Hall of Fame. My understanding should be, but yeah, you got to take his advice.
All right, guys.
At the end of the day, he's busted himself up doing the same things that he's saying don't do.
These two kids, I'm going to give out their names, and you're going to tell me which you'd rather have. And these are very talented kids, both from the Ontario Hockey League. Both were special players that were given admittance at a very young age. Would you rather have Aaron Ekblad or Connor McDavid? If you wanted to draft either kid, if you were in the NHL and these kids were eligible, if you're an NHL owner, general manager, you had the chance to draft either one of these kids, who'd you pick? I know you like defensemen.
Yeah, I like defensemen. I like McDavid, though. I've heard a lot about him. Probably more so than in the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Certainly Connor McDavid, you're going to build a team around what you do on the other team's end. You're going to shore that up with a good back end. But I'm an offense first guy. I believe the more you play on the other team's end, the less you have to worry about your defense.
And typically, I'm the different way. I love to have a defenseman that I can throw on the ice for 25 minutes a game and logs lots of minutes for you. So usually I go with that.
We had the whole Seth Jones, Nate McKinnon argument for the longest time too. So these two kids potentially could be the same. All right, thanks guys. We're going to take another quick commercial break. When we come back, again, Jeff Mulligan will have a chance to sound up.